In 2015, one of my closest friends took his own life. To this day, it is still one of the most painful things that I have ever gone through. When something like this happens, it can feel like your entire world has been flipped upside down, and in my case, it did. I dropped everything that I was doing. I flew back home and I spent weeks just thinking about all of the different ways that I could have helped him and what I could have done differently. But at the end of the day, none of that mattered because nothing was going to bring him back. I started feeling really angry and bitter towards not only myself but also towards God. Why would he take someone so special away? What was the point of all of this? At the funeral, everyone was crying, hugging each other, sharing memories and trying to make sense of what had happened. That is, until my cousin got up. He looked around at everyone's somber faces and he said, "Okay." So friend's name was one of the strongest people that I knew. If he were here right now, he wouldn't want us to be sad. He wouldn't want us to focus on the negative. Instead, he would want us to focus on the positive. He would want us to remember the good times that we shared with him. I felt a bit better after hearing that, but it didn't change the fact that I was still very angry. I wanted answers. My dad noticed that I wasn't really participating in the funeral like everyone else was. So he pulled me aside and he asked me what was wrong. I told him how angry and upset I was. And then he said something that completely changed the way that I saw everything. He said, "The pain that you are feeling right now, the pain that everyone is feeling right now, is exactly what he would want us to use as fuel to make him proud. He would want us to do great things with our lives and to never let what has happened to him hold us back. The best thing that we can do for him is to use this pain and turn it into power." These words stuck with me for years. It took me a long time to truly understand what they meant, but once I did, it completely changed my perspective on not only my friend's death, but also the way that I approached every other obstacle that I faced in my life. So I want to share those words with you today, and I hope that they help you through whatever it is that you may be going through right now. The first step to harnessing this pain and turning it into power is to allow yourself to actually feel the pain. A lot of the time when something bad happens, we immediately try to distract ourselves from what has happened. We eat more, we drink more, we work more, we play more, we watch more. We do absolutely anything that we can to avoid feeling the pain that we are feeling. And while it might seem like a good idea at first, this is actually the worst thing that you can do. By avoiding the pain, you will only prolong it. Think about it like this. If you have a cut on your skin, what would be the best thing to do? Would it be to put a bandage over it and pretend that it's not there, or would it be to clean it and let it heal properly? The same exact thing applies to your emotions. You cannot simply ignore your pain and hope that it goes away. In order to move forward, you must first acknowledge the pain that you are feeling and allow yourself to go through the grieving process. This is the only way to heal properly and come out of it stronger than before. Now, I am by no means saying that it's okay to dwell in your pain forever. Of course not. But in order to turn the pain into power, you need to go through it and actually feel it. Once you have acknowledged your pain and allowed yourself to feel it, you need to remind yourself that the situation that you are in is only temporary. One of the biggest mistakes that you can make is to think that the situation you are in is permanent. For example, if you lose your job, don't think that you're going to be poor forever. Or if you get rejected by someone that you like, don't think that you're never going to find love again. While it might seem impossible to see at the time, nothing is permanent. Your current situation is only temporary. And by reminding yourself of this, you will be able to push through. Trust me, whatever you are going through right now is only temporary. It may not feel like it, but I promise you, it's true. Another thing that you can do is to focus on the things that you can control instead of focusing on the things that you can't control. There are always things that are within your control, and there are always things that are outside of your control. The key is to focus on the things that you can control and to let go of the things that you can't. For example, if you are feeling stressed about something that is happening at work, you cannot control the fact that your boss is making you work overtime. However, you can control the attitude that you choose to have towards it. You can either choose to complain and whine about it, or you can choose to accept it and make the best out of it. Similarly, if you are feeling anxious about something that is happening in your personal life, you cannot control the fact that your friend is going through a divorce. However, you can control the attitude that you choose to have towards it. You can either choose to enable them and let them complain nonstop, or you can choose to listen empathetically, and then redirect the conversation to something more positive. Whatever it is that you are going through right now, know that there are things that are within your control, and there are things that are outside of your control. Focus your energy on the things that you can control and let go of the things that you can't. This is the only way to truly move forward. Lastly, you need to remember that pain is a source of strength, not a weakness. Whenever we experience pain, whether it be physical pain or emotional pain, our natural instinct is to try to escape it. But by doing so, we only make the pain worse. The best thing to do is to embrace the pain and use it as a source of strength. Think about it like this. If you want to build muscle, you need to lift weights. And when you lift weights, your muscles will experience pain. But that pain is not a bad thing. It is actually what causes the muscle to grow. Similarly, when you experience emotional pain, such as the loss of a loved one, the pain is not a bad thing. It is actually what causes your soul to grow. So the next time you experience pain, whether it be physical pain or emotional pain, don't try to escape it. Embrace it and use it as a source of strength. This is the only way to truly overcome the pain and come out of it stronger than before. When I lost my friend, I felt so much pain. I felt angry, I felt sad, I felt confused, I felt betrayed. But instead of allowing those feelings to consume me, I chose to use them as fuel to make my friend proud. And that is exactly what you need to do as well. Whatever it is that you are going through right now, use it as fuel to make yourself proud. I promise you, if the people that have passed on were still here with us, they would not want us to be sad. They would want us to be happy and to live our lives to the fullest. So that is what you need to do. Live your life to the fullest and make those who have passed on proud. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you subscribed to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.